welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hack'em and this is the Hack Recklessly channel. We're gonna do a super fun, super cool one-shot tonight. But before we get into it, let's go around and have everybody say who they are and just give us the name of your character tonight before we get into our super fun stuff. Let's start with Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Rachel is Mess on Twitter and Rachel is with here on Twitch. And today I am your game master. I will be any NPC that they may encounter, and also Oracle, the AI.
Hey, yo, next up is Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internets, mostly over on G Game Nights with 2 G's and Nights with a K. They're Tuesdays and Thursdays, either playing in or running games. Yes, that sentence made sense. And then Sundays I'm here. And for tonight's game, I am playing Leroy Jenkins, the 84th.
All right, next up is Simon.
Hello, I am the indoor adventurer, he, him, and tonight I shall be playing as Ignatius Griddlehawk, also goes by he, him.
All right, RJ, take it away.
Hello, everybody. It's me, RJ, or RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch. Today, I'm playing Faraday, and he is a security droid.
And I'm LB Hack'em. I'm going to be running the stream and adjusting things on the fly because I am good at shit. But I am going to be playing... Oh, Lord, I wrote the name down, and then I immediately forgot it. I'm going to be playing Zadura Zinil, also called Zadu. And boy, is she nervous. But before we get too far into things, I want to remind everybody that today is March 12th, 2023, and you are loved. We love having you here. We love watching you guys and having you guys watch us in the least creepy way possible. Why don't you go ahead and take it away, Rachel, and let us know a little bit about this one-shot, this one-page RPG that we're going to be playing.
Tonight, we will be playing System Failure. It is a one-shot RPG. The game it's a Lasers and Feelings hack done by John Harper. I found this today, and it looked like a lot of fun. You can get it on itch.io if you'd like to purchase it after you watch us play it. It's super simple. It's space spookies. We're going to try to make it like a little horror comedy jam tonight with my friends here. So I guess we should probably start. We find ourselves in the cold, quiet expanse of space. Our players are on board the Drummer, a row-class tanker ship. These types of ships are stationed in all systems and serve to refuel other vessels, serve as a communication station, make minor repairs to those who find themselves in need of a quick patch, and assisting with any medical emergencies their crew might not be equipped to handle. There are 2 crews on board the Drummer, both currently in hypersleep as they head out to their posts in a far-off system. Both Omega and Sigma crews consist of a captain, a medic, a mechanic, a pilot, a technician, an engineer, a science officer, and a corporate security sentinel. The Drummer's current contract duration is a 3-year stint. A year travel to their post, then Oracle, the ship's AI, will wake the crew from Sigma crew from hypersleep for the first 6 months on station, after which they'll put themselves to bed while Oracle wakes Omega crew. After Omega's portion of the contract is complete, they'll happily slumber alongside Sigma for their year-long trip back to Earth as another ship will show up to take their place. In the unlikely event that something happens to a member of the crew on duty, protocol says to awaken a replacement from the opposite crew. Speaking of your ship, let's figure out the ship's benefits and problems. So, you guys need to pick 2 benefits to your ship. Your options are fast, full cargo, armory, escape shuttle, utility bots, EV suits for all, or exosuit loader.
Ooh. Okay.
First one that jumped out at me is EV suits for all.
And those are like spacesuits, right?
Spacesuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
What do we think about an armoury?
That was going to be my
Escape
second choice
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
also...
The escape shuttle is
An
also...
escape shuttle?
Look, if we're wearing the suits, we don't need an escape shuttle. We'll be fine.
What?
I mean, so based on Rachel's introduction, which is... whatchamacallit? just based on that premise, it sounds like, if things are going fine, we'll just be at a place and there's no possible reason we would need an escape shuttle, right?
Right. That makes sense.
Okay. How about this? What is our vessel's job? What is our that? Because that'll help us figure out what we would have. If we're a research vessel, why would we have an exo loader? That kind of thing.
Girl, listen. We're a
Are you
tanker.
telling me that your warehouse does not have a hand truck?
I don't work in a warehouse. I'm a scientist.
How do you think your materials get to you, Mr. Scientist?
A robot brings them to me when I demand them.
Well, then we would choose the utility bots option.
I would say utility bots.
All right.
That's my personal vote.
You want
Faraday,
EV
you're
suits
my
for
favorite.
all and utility bots?
EV suits,
Sure.
robots.
Yeah,
I
I think
say
that'll
robots.
be a
Alright.
good combo.
Yeah.
All right. And unfortunately, you have to pick one problem for your vessel. Faulty doors. Oh, sorry, low supplies. So one med kit, minimal supplies. Faulty doors. The ship is kind of old and the door stick. Bad circuitry. Whole areas tend to lose power and consoles explode. Or ready for the scrapyard. Duct tape and prayers hold the ship together more than the hull does.
Oh my god.
Well, we
I
have
like the
EV
sticky
suits.
doors. I love where's
I
you
have
gotta
seen-
go. Ah, it's not opening. It's not opening.
Or
Yeah.
the inverse, I have seen where the doors shut on people.
Ooh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like
faulty doors.
Yes.
I was
Faulty
gonna say
doors
ready
was
for the
good.
scrapyard, but this is great.
That was my second one, but faulty
Yeah.
doors was the
All right,
first
we'll go
one
with
for
faulty
me.
doors.
I'm here for faulty doors.
I want them to be, because this is an LB fact. I have an issue with those sinks that automatically and they turn on, for me, they turn on when I don't want them to. And then when you're like, okay, put your hand under it, and then it doesn't turn on, and you're like, fucking, and then as soon as you take your hands away, it does turn on. I want to say that they're like that. That they're just like,
Yes.
okay,
You
open.
see
Like
over
you
the
stepped
door
it.
and you're like, where is the sensor? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, open
Hello?
please. You're supposed to be automatic. It's all of the highest technology, but none of it works properly.
I like that.
That's what we're going for. All right. Well, with that, we can kind of get started. You're all
Yeah.
happily dreaming in your undies, in your climate-controlled, comfortable hypersleep chambers. What are you all dreaming about?
Ooh.
What are your hypersleep dreams? Give us a little insight into your characters. And RJ, do you dream?
0, 1, 0, 0,
Only of
One.
electric sheep.
2.
Zzz. That is one of my favorite Futurama bits. I think I saw a 2. It's okay, Bender. There's no such thing as 2. Anyway. Leroy is dreaming about driving a monster truck rally. And of course, he is drinking beers and eating hamburgers as he's doing it and just having a grand old time.
Sun is shining. It's a perfect 75 degrees. Nice early summer day.
Yep.
I have an actual one now.
Okay.
It's essentially just firmware update installing. Firmware update installed. You can now emote. Happy face.
Oh, I love them already.
I think I'm dreaming of perfectly the what is it when the chords are put in really chord when you're making a computer and you make all the
Wire
chords.
management.
Wire management.
Cable
That's it.
management.
Cable man. Yes, yeah. Oh, it's perfect. Boy, is it and she's
Just
with
beautiful.
a
Do not look
millimeter
under my
thing.
desk.
Yeah. So I was
I
saying.
literally did this the other day. Under my desk is completely clear. Everything is up on the wall. It looks so nice.
Jelly. No, but that's what I'm dreaming of. Just to do is just the most again with a millimeter thing, just poking it into the wall. And
Oh, I need a D4. What about Ignatius?
Ignatius, is dreaming of having won multiple awards, and it's just like yes, science is important. You should fund researchers. Yes, yes. And he's like just like basking in the like, oh, I won a third Nobel Prize, but there's already so many. Oh,
I don't know if I have a big enough shell.
Oh, I suppose I'll have to donate these to some society or the other. Remember, kids, the Sierra Club is an important institution.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept all this money that comes with this prize. I will donate it to the children.
To the
course.
children who need
You mean
it
you
the
want to
most.
dedicate a wing in the
My
Space
honor?
Smithsonian to me?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to give another speech at a prestigious college? Of course. It's if only to brighten the minds of the youth.
You want to be on a segment for your daylight talk show?
Of course. Oh,
I have the perfect bow tie.
Stephen Hawking and Einstein are both going to be there. Of course, they're just their clones, but still the brightest minds that Earth that was has to offer.
I love this. Thank you for those.
You're welcome.
Hold on. I have to figure out who. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's just
Whoop.
sleeping. Just.
Okay. Okay. LB, Alex, and RJ. First. You wake to the screech of alarms as your hypersleep chambers just fly open. And the eerily calm voice of the ship's computer, Oracle, says, multiple systems, failures detected, all hands on deck, captain to the bridge, multiple system failures, multiple system failures. And it kind of fades out. Your senses are dulled from hypersleep fatigue. You pull yourself from the pod and your stomach roils. You're so nauseous because you are not waking up properly. Your vision swims, your head pounds, and you see each other as you stumble out of these pods. Alarms are screeching, but not all of the pods have opened. And the first thing you see is your crew's medic. What did I name her? Tara Barrett, Dr. Tara Barrett, just trying to force open a hypersleep chamber that was next to her, which is Ignatius's hypersleep chamber. She's just trying her best to rip it open. She screams to you guys, help me get it open or he's gonna die.
Leroy first vomits real quick to clear it out, and then will stumble over to assist. And is just gonna try and brute force it open with his bare hands.
Damn.
Okay. Let's roll for it.
Yeah. I think I only get 1d6 because I'm not prepared because we just woke up, and being a pilot doesn't necessarily help with this.
Nope, just a 1d6.
Yep, but I assume this is more visceral, which I have chosen my number as 5. Because Leroy is super visceral. And of course I rolled a 6, which is not good for visceral.
Well, if none of your dice succeed, it goes wrong. Things get worse somehow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I rolled 0 successes, so now I have to roll for my nerve as well.
As you're doing that, Ignatius starts to wake up in his hypersleep chamber.
It's just like batting the inside, like bleary-eyed, like, why am I awake? I'm covered in this hyperbolic goo.
What are the other two of you doing?
Zadu's 4 stomachs are doing great, so no issues there. She's gonna get up, adjust, make sure she still has all of her parts, and go over and see if I can read the technical data on the cell. It's all right, Ignatius. We're gonna get you out. Don't worry. Just like,
Guys, goddamn tin can. Just, my
It's not made of
fingers are
tin.
still-
Faraday is going to float over to where they think the like the coolant retention thing is, and
Mhm.
just security weapon puncture through it to drain the fluids.
All right, both of you roll for me.
Okay, can you give a quick, for people watching, the rundown of how the dice rolling works?
Absolutely. So each player has to pick either visceral or logical, and they have to pick a number associated with that. When you roll 1d6. You get an extra one if you're prepared, and you can roll 2d6, taking the worst if you have 0 dice. So if like you get a -1 if your character's fear is in play. So if it's like something, they all had to choose a fear, something that their character is afraid of. So if they're having to roll for something in the dark and they're afraid of the dark, then they might have 0 dice, even because if they're not prepared to do it. So they would just take the worst of a 2d6 roll.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're using your visceral, you want to roll under your number because visceral is higher. If you are rolling logical, you want to roll over your number because it is the low numbers. If none of your dice succeed, it goes wrong. If 1 dice succeeds, you barely manage it, and I get to pick a complication. And if 2 dice succeed, you do it well. Good job. If 3 dice succeed, you get a critical success. And then I get to reward them.
Yay! So when we do a straight roll like this, we're just rolling 1 dice. If you are prepared, you do better. If you're scared, you do worse.
Yep. Pretty simple system.
All right. I am logical. So I'm rolling logical.
So you want to roll higher than your logical number.
I
visceral.
matched it.
Okay. If you roll your number exactly, you clear your thoughts, giving you special insight into what's going on. You get to ask me a question, and I'll answer you honestly. Some good questions are, what are they really feeling? Who's behind this? How can I get them to blank? What should I be on the lookout for? What's the best way to blank? What's really going on here? When you clear your thoughts, it also counts as a success.
Okay. I am going to ask what's wrong here, and meaning what's wrong with this pod, and which will lead me to how I can fix it.
Since you are what did you decide you are? A technician?
Technician.
You can see that if you ripped off the panel and you're looking at the internal mechanism, it looks like there might have been like some sort of electrical surge that like went through the entire ship, and it kind of overloaded all of the pods. So if you do something with that and kind of stabilize it, it should pop right open.
Okay, I'm going to, I think Zadu's going to start maneuvering where the power's gonna go, and since he's already awake, she reroutes the health things to the door opening power, and it's just kind of a bunch of like sliders to like do so.
And RJ, do
Playing
your roll
Among
for
Us?
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I rolled visceral of a 4 and I got a 3.
Okay. So that is a success as well. Until Zadu gets it open, Ignatius is fine. You puncturing the like coolant system or whatever made it so that it is okay. There's enough oxygen for now. He's feeling a little calmer. Maybe it released a little aerosolized Xanax, feeling a little calmer now. And everything. You're all okay. Okay. This is
all the study halls have like oxidized Ritalin.
Oxidized Ritalin, yes. Everybody is a little focused now. And the door pops open. Ignatius is free.
He's just like wet, scared.
It seems to me that you have liquid in your lungs. Would you like me to help?
No!
I think I could do it myself.
Mother taught us about comedy, and now I'm trying it out.
Who is Mother? Make us stop.
She gives us the updates.
Yeah. No, Ignatius would know that.
What's going on with the ship?
As you say that, you hear a loud crackling above you from the shipwide loudspeaker, and Captain Trip Titan's voice rings out through the chamber. Omega, this is your captain speaking. report to the bridge. I'm showing multiple failures. We may have a... And the speaker cuts out.
Well, all right, y'all. You heard the captain. Let's get a move on. And
I'll remind you,
Mason's
you're all in
in.
your undies.
Yeah,
These are my
Leroy
hypersleep
and
chambers.
his-
You might want to go to the lockers that are full of
Yeah.
your clothes. Grab
Leroy
your
was
beer.
prepared to just start marching out in his. He refused the assigned underwear and has his own like American flag underwear that he's wearing.
No corporate
But
underwear for Leroy.
no, but he does go and get on the jumpsuit or the. I don't know if this is going into EV suits right away. Like how whether the EV suits are more like skin tight, we wear them all the time, or if they
No.
are, we have to prepare them.
No, you're all wearing you get a company uniform, right? And
Mhm.
so we'll go over your the stuff that you have with you. As you guys open up your lockers, the door jams a little bit, right? You know, it's all electric, but you pop it open to your lockers, and each of you inside have your company uniform, which is a relatively skin tight fitted outfit that would go slide under your EV suit, except for Faraday, who has
The thing floating into a little droid pod. There is a small ding, and Faraday kind of floats back down. There's a holographic sheriff's badge that reads "on duty," and it just
Oh my
shrinks
God, I
into
love
the
it.
where the ball is.
And you also get a wrist-mounted data pad with built-in ship-wide communications. You can have a little "you are here" type. You can pull up like a little map of where you are on the ship, if you would like, and you can see where everybody is on that map as well. If you want to, you got little. You could all pick a color dot if you want, or they could all be little red dots, with like your initials or something on them.
Mhm.
And then you also have a small piece of equipment related to your role, like a cutting torch or key cards to hack the ship, a chemical scanner, or something along those lines that fits your character. If you'd all like to choose those.
I think Faraday would have the key cards for half the ship because of security.
Make sense?
I'm gonna have a kit of miscellaneous like wires and like things that I would need to fix certain systems. So like bolt cutters and wire
Or
cutters.
like a big
and...
old multi-tool that you like push
Mhm.
a button on and the
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
tool pops out.
Yeah.
And you can open it up and there's like a bunch of different like gadgets and
Wham,
stuff in there,
wham,
like little
wham,
wires
wham,
and
wham.
stuff. Yeah, if you need them.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I'll do the scanner.
Okay.
I
Little
guess.
chemical scanner. That sounds
Yeah.
sciencey.
Yeah, it sounds like science. It's part of my data watch. Is that I
Oh, there
just
you
like
go.
boop.
Nice.
I think
Customizations.
what the pilot would have, whether I give like a very small drone with limited capabilities, or if it's just I lean into the merc in this and just Leroy has a gun.
Leroy can have a gun. You're first officer.
Yeah, I think I'll give Leroy a gun.
All right.
Um,
Leroy has a gun. Do you want to pick what kind of gun? Handgun? Rifle?
Yeah, it's a handgun
Plasma
of
gun?
some kind, but it's the future, so it's lasers.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That laser like beam? Or is it like laser like pew pew pew?
I think
We
pew
need to know
pew.
cinematically. Okay.
Yeah.
It's important.
And Leroy has modified it so it does make a pew sound.
Nice. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, we'll go over the ship layout really fast so you guys kind of know where you're going. You've got 2 decks. Your upper deck, where you are right now, from back to front, is hypersleep chambers, mess hall, and then you have a hallway, and on either side are all of the sleeping quarters. They're tiny. It's basically like bed, desk, like little dresser type of a thing in each of those. And then you've got lavatories on either side. And then you move into more rooms, which is the utility room and storage. And then, it's a hallway still. And there's utility rooms and storage. And then you get to the bridge. And then your lower deck from back to front is just most of it underneath. Almost all of the ship is your cargo bay. Then there's like a little med bay. And then underneath the bridge is where all of your engine systems and stuff are. And that feeds out to like the sides of the ship where your hyperdrive like brain is in the front of the ship underneath the bridge, and it feeds out to the sides to where your like engines and stuff are. Everybody good
Yeah.
on the
Yep.
layout? Okay. So you heard the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
Head into the bridge.
Do you think
Okay.
we're all needed at the bridge, or do you think I could just go down to the engine? Unless there's a leak. And then
I would say that we should all go to the bridge so that way we don't have to try and relay information later. Also, the captain might have a special job or assignment for each of us.
I'm
Right,
here to keep you safe.
Right, okay. Ignatius, you do know that we all have communicators on our wrists, right?
Well, yes, I understand that, but what if they're, like, compromised or something? What if pirates board them?
Ignatius, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear.
And like it's like comes out of everyone's watch.
Just blaring through
Feedback
the
is
room.
horrible. Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Right, okay. Let's not waste any time. There's a lot going on right now.
As you guys are talking, you hear or you see around you the lights start to flicker, and there's another electrical surge through the ship.
That's not good at all.
Quickly
And
then.
you see lights on the pods of the rest of the hypersleep chambers of Sigma crew that are still asleep because you guys are Omega crew, and the rest of Omega crew that didn't wake up. They're all safe in their chambers for now, but you see like the pods all light up inside where they were dark before, and they stay on for a couple seconds, and then they flare back to looking normal. And Tara goes, I'm gonna stay here with the hypersleep chambers and see if I can fix the rest of them or wake up the rest of Sigma crew. I'll just hang out here and see if I can fix these and make sure that everybody's stable.
That's a good
Alright.
idea.
Okay.
Sounds perfect.
Give a holler if you need any of us.
Right. Leroy, do you want to lead the way?
Damn straight I do. And goes and gets ready to kick a door open, but then it probably slides open in front of him.
This door works. It slides right open, and you stumble a little bit probably because you probably just expected it to,
Yep.
have to kick it open. All right. So you are now in the mess hall. Everything looks normal. There might be a cabinet or two open. Accident, you know what I mean? Nothing really fell out. Things are popped open. Everything looks fine.
Sadu closes the cabinet.
You want to grab a snack?
No time for snacks.
Leroy
Ignatius, get the move
puts some
on!
jerky in his pocket.
Is there any signs of like the cafeteria has been in use?
Nope. Everything looks exactly the same as when you all went to sleep as you left Earth's orbit.
I have one of those like space Capri Suns that has it's like a multivitamin, I
Mhm.
guess.
Smart. You might consider that preparing yourself.
Yes. And we all threw up or something while we were, coming out of cryo sleep. We
Speak
need
for
to get-
yourself.
It's basically like space Pedialyte. Astrolite.
Listen, all I need is some good old beef jerky. Starts tearing into some of it.
I am a robot.
They
You
say.
I mean,
Say
I
forward,
can mash it
isn't it?
into your receptor if you want or something.
No,
Oh, God,
thank you.
please don't.
That
I
does
don't want
nothing
to-
for me.
I don't want to have to clean him out again. Let's go. We move on.
All right.
We're
You move
moving
into
on.
the sleeping quarters. You're in the hallway. Everything looks totally normal. Exactly as you left it, as you walked through to go to your hypersleep chambers and stripped down and went to sleep. Everything looks fine.
I have yet to see the damage.
I'm gonna
I mean-
Everything
talk.
looks perfectly fine.
I'm gonna talk on my intercom to the captain and to say, Captain, can you give us a bit of a? Everything looks fine here. Where's the damage?
You don't hear anything.
Oh, hopefully it's not on the bridge. That would cause a lot of problems. I don't want to have to fly manually from the engine again.
I mean, if there's any flying that needs doing, that's gonna be me. But let's just get up to the bridge. It sounded like when the captain called to us earlier, there was some radio interference, so
Right.
might not be able to read us right now.
Right. Okay.
Everything
Lead
looks
on.
fine. There's still alarms blaring, right? Like it's still, you've got like the little red lights along the hallway that are indicating that something is wrong. There's alarms going off, but everything looks fine.
So weird.
It's so strange. As you move down
What are
this
you
hallway,
talking about? Everything looks fine.
everything looks totally fine. As you're moving past the sleeping quarters and the lavatories, you come to the, so the storage rooms, utility stuff, all that. It also looks fine.
Leroy is still doing very much a like very quick, check the corners with his pistol at the ready.
Wait, and like Ignatius sort of like comes to a little bit of like a slow and just Zadu.
What? Sorry. What?
Isn't it strange to you that the captain didn't answer, and it doesn't look like anyone has been on the ship while we've been sleeping, but we heard them asking for us to come to the front?
The captain's a very cleanly person. Perhaps they're just taking care of things and not leaving a mess.
All right. I'll take your word for it, but I recommend that we be careful. You never know what we might find in the vastness of space.
There is a
A whole
system-wide
lot of
alert.
nothing?
Oh, don't say that. Horrifying. There has to be something there.
Right.
Keep moving forward.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Gonna check our little map though that tells us where everyone is and see where it says the captain's dot is.
Oh.
In a rare, thoughtful move from Leroy.
I give you dots, and it takes you 3 rooms to check them. If you're looking for the captain and you slide along the map, it shows him in the bridge. You see a little TT on a little red dot.
Right, see, he's right there in the bridge, right?
Yes. That's bad he is.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Space.
As you move down the hallway a little bit further, you see that the bridge doors are shut. And you see there's a big panel on the side, big electrical doodad panel, techie stuff. And you see alert, 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 just like flashing in giant red letters across the top of this thing. And there's a little crack, like shattered screen in the bottom corner.
Vandalism detected.
Perhaps we should check and make sure that the bridge hasn't been compromised.
I agree. Leroy, please, if you would.
No, we shouldn't open the door if there's a crack in the hull or something.
Well, so crack is in the screen, and the
Yes.
the doors you said are like
The doors,
blast
giant
doors.
metal blast doors, like they are shut tight.
And there's like a panel like on the side
Yep.
with a crack in it.
Big, like 27-inch screen panel on
okay.
the side of the door. Like that's that's the. There's little ones on either side of all of the electronic doors. You know what I mean? That show like this is so and so sleeping quarters, and it has like their little name in green on there, and it shows like if the door's locked, it's in red because they don't want to be disturbed.
Got it.
Privacy is important, even on a ship this size.
Mhm.
But the doors, blast doors are shut, and you see alert flashing on the screen and a bunch of tiny lettering
Mhm.
scrolling across, showing all the system failures.
I would like to go up and give it a tech little doodad and see if I can figure out what's going on on the other side of this door.
I would like to interface.
All right, both of you, give me rolls.
Am I prepared with my multi-tool?
I would say yes.
Hell yeah.
You're prepared with your multi-tool, and also this is within your realm.
Yeah.
If you'd like to do 3d6, I feel like I will say that you can roll this. It's your
Okay.
area of expertise.
I rolled
and
2 twos.
RJ, same.
Okay.
3d6. Hit me
I
with
was
it.
gonna say.
You're both very prepared. This is what you do.
I rolled 2 twos.
Okay.
Is
and
your
you
number
need
2 or
2. My
Okay.
number is 2.
And
I'm doing logical, so I rolled a 5.
and so you're doing logical. You want to roll over your number.
Yeah. 4 is a great place to be.
Honestly, like that's smart move. All right. So all right, LB, you rolled your number exactly twice,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Ask me some questions.
Oh gosh. Okay. What I want to know what the problem is, like why these doors sealed.
Okay. The door's sealed because somebody on the inside shut it
Manually?
manually.
Oh boy.
Okay. But are you like looking through the alerts and stuff, or
Yes.
you want to ask another question first?
I would like to look through the alerts and see if there's like
Alright.
a hull breach or we've been boarded or something like that.
You see cargo bay breach.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. That's the biggest alert. There's other little things that are going on. You see some like little electrical panel error messages and that kind of stuff, like along the hallway and things, but you probably saw those as you were going. Like everything looked fine, just looked like, the lights are flickering, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
RJ,
Okay.
you rolled above your number.
Mhm.
You got 1 above your number.
Yes.
What are you trying to do?
No, don't open the blast doors. Actually, I'd like to query the life support system and see if it picks up the captain inside of the blast shielding.
The captain is inside the bridge,
Mhm.
and life support is stable in the you don't have personal, like you can't tell, like, you know what I mean, like how somebody's heart rate is or any of that kind of stuff
Right.
on these. You can just see where they are, and
If they're
you
okay.
can, yeah, if they're there, right, like you can see where they are. You
They're
can't see like
green.
life support or anything like that. But you can see that there's life support is stable in the room. There's air, everything's fine. Your artificial gravity is kicked in
Yeah,
there.
so essentially there's no like
No hull breach
No hull
in
breaches.
the
Okay.
bridge. The only hull breach that you see as, you two are going through this stuff is just the cargo bay breach.
It seems that everything inside of the cockpit is nominal. There is no breach.
All right. But there was an undetected source in the cargo bay. It was a breach in the cargo bay.
Would you like me to investigate that further?
Right. Hold on. Let me look. I would like to use my second question.
Okay.
What is hidden here? Is there anything hidden within this door?
If you look really
on
closely
the other side. Yeah.
you can't see anything on the other side of the door. Big old blast doors. But if you look closely at the floor and the wall around it and like where the screen is cracked, you see, and you kind of notice that if you're looking at it, you look down at the floor and you see it on the wall, you kind of look down and you kind of look back the way you guys came, and there's this kind of wet, like viscous liquid that's got there's just a trail of it just kind of along the floor. Just looks a little wet now that you're looking back and you can see like the light is shining correctly. You can see that there's a trail down the hallway that comes up to this door.
Oh, lordy. Leroy, I think it might be best if you have your weapon out. And those of us who have a battle mode perhaps getting that. There might be something else on the other side of this door that isn't just the captain.
There's the sound of a marker being squeegeed across the eye ports downward.
Like the coconuts. All right. Open it.
And I guess try and punch in whatever signal we need to do to get the door open.
I thought you were going to say you punched the door. I was like, I mean,
No.
pop off.
There's a scanner pad. You want to try to scan in?
Yeah.
With one of your cards?
Yeah, just ID badge. Doop. Doop.
Doesn't open.
All right, well, one of y'all should probably try something with this before I just shoot it.
Spins over to the keypad. Foop, boop, foop, boop. Foop.
Doesn't open. It was manually shut from the other side. And you know that the only way to do that, like to open it after that's been done, is you have to manually override it.
Time to whip out my trusty chemical scanner. The slime trail is coming from the main room that we're all trying to get into.
Boop, boop.
Zoom.
Roll to scan the
sounds.
material.
So you had mentioned I was prepared
You
because
were
I
so
drank
prepared.
some juice.
Well, you're also prepared because you have your little scanner.
And my little scanner. So is that 3 prepared?
I'll give you
Dice in
one
total?
prepared for your little scanner.
Okay.
And I
okay.
will let you hold on to your prepared for
From my
drinking
juice.
your juice.
Okay.
And this is your thing, so you can roll 3.
Okay. Well, because I am logical and must roll higher than a 2, I succeed. I rolled a 3 and a 5 as far as my dice go.
Nice. Well, what comes up on your scanner is really weird. It's a bunch of chemicals and elements and things that are within water, but it's things in the water that your scanner doesn't recognize.
Fascinating. And he starts like pulling out like vials and like collecting samples.
With your bare hands?
No, he
Okay.
has gloves on him. He has
A little
little,
worried.
yeah, no, he has little like collector gloves.
All right. You're collecting some of this
Goo.
viscous water.
Viscous water, yucky.
All right.
Just
I'm
in the
gonna try to do-
background. Sorry.
Are you doing the manual override or am I?
Oh, Faraday is just continuously scanning key cards and hoping it works.
All the different key cards.
Foop, boop, foop, boop, foop, boop.
I'm gonna try for a manual override if I can.
All right.
This is my thing.
Yep.
And I have my multi-tool.
Yep.
All right. I got another 2, and then I got a 4, and then I got a 1.
Okay.
So I get one question, and one is a
Yep.
an over.
You get a question, and you're gonna succeed.
Awesome. My question is, oh boy, what should I be on the lookout for?
Well, judging by the fact that there's a trail that either leads away from this room or into this room, and you don't recognize it, you should probably be on the lookout for something that was not on the ship when you left Earth.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna manually override this door and then immediately hide behind the robot.
All right.
Oh, with the ding, Faraday turns. There's a happy like emote on the face and a ta-da.
You did it, buddy. You really did.
Hell
Also,
yeah.
isn't Faraday just like a floating sphere?
Yeah.
Or
How
there's
tall,
not much
though?
of him to hide behind.
Yeah, how
he's
big
a-
of a sphere are we talking?
I was like 2 feet across.
Enough to hide my torso. I'm good. I'm not
7
gonna hide
minutes.
behind the old man. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So you override the door. You hear the inside blast door because it goes like normal door, blast door, normal door. There's like 3 layers of protection, right? For this, because this is like the critical part of the ship. So you hear the inside blast door slide open, and you hear the other 2 slide open, and you see the bridge. Do you walk in?
Yes, Leroy is in, checking all the corners.
Faraday is in. Flashlights going nowhere.
Lights are flickering. It's a little dark. See more of this liquid on the floor. As you're looking forward, you see... Well, did I write this out? Hold on, let me see. Did I write a description of what you see?
Let's find out.
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. We'll make it up as I go. You see your bridge. You see the vast expanse of space in front of you through these giant doors, or not doors, windows. All the equipment is like blinking, and you can tell that there were some electrical surges. There's something all over the place.
Like
looking a little
the
closer?
slime is all over the
No.
place, or
Oh, there's slime.
Chemical scanner.
There's slime.
Chemical
don't-
scanner.
You don't need your chemical scanner. You just,
I'm guessing I don't.
as you
Because
keep
it would show
looking,
a very particular set of chemicals.
yeah, you see on one side of a console, the lights kind of come back on a little bit brighter, and you see what looks like a leg, like a captain's foot, maybe, on the other side of this console.
but not the rest of the body with it.
If one of you moves around the side, you see what looks like part of the captain.
I have located the captain.
My juice.
The captain is
And,
unwell.
Captain
Oh.
is covered in this viscous, watery, slimy stuff.
He
And
hasn't
slashed to
exploded?
pieces. No,
Okay.
hasn't exploded. He is it looks like he was slashed to pieces. The captain is everywhere.
How
Just
much of his
shreds.
blood is everywhere, though? Because that is going to be a concern for Leroy.
Uh-oh. Have we
Uh,
triggered a fear?
Perhaps. I rolled for which fear Leroy has, and it is blood.
It's everywhere. That's if you start to note. I mean, it's a little watered down, you know, because the slime is also kind of everywhere. But the captain is everywhere.
Y'all, I'll watch behind us. Make sure that nothing, the slime thing doesn't come this way. Y'all check on the captain.
What?
I would say he's all right now. That was comedy.
This is not the time for comedy.
I'm sorry, I'm just
Faraday.
learning.
A man is dead. To say he is dead is to put it very lightly. He's rather all over the place at the moment.
Right. I think we should be thinking about what killed him.
It doesn't look like it would be the utility droids. Wait. Do you think he was able to manually close the door?
Was he trying to seal it in? Oh.
Gets on the comms. Hey, medic lady, Tara was her name.
Yes, Tara.
Y'all still okay over there? You seen any slime moving around?
You don't get a response from Tara.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
As one of you is sitting in there, and you get a little close to like the nav console, it lights up, and you hear the voice of Oracle, and she says, "Navigation system compromised. Navigation system compromised. Navigation system compromised."
Oh.
Mother has spoken.
Right. Leroy, you need to get in here. You have to check to see if this thing is still in here.
Damn, all right. And Leroy will slowly make his way into the room. Is like anytime he like catches a glimpse of the blood splatter in his peripheral, he just looks elsewhere. Probably has to keep looking around based on the description, but will approach the navigational console as well, because as the pilot, this is probably actually his domain.
Could
Little
Faraday...
scanner thing pops up, scans Leroy's face, and Oracle's voice says again, "Navigation system broken." What are you? Pilot, hold on. Pilot recognized. Leroy Jenkins. Now, Captain Jenkins.
Well,
Oh.
Well, that's was not expecting that to happen this way.
Confetti streamers.
Faraday, not the time. See if somebody scan to see if we can find any other beings in this room.
Faraday was going to interface with a console and look back the security footage.
Ooh, yeah.
Roll for it.
Wheelhouse, baby, logical.
Hell
Roll
yeah.
that footage.
I rolled a 4.
All right. Well. Wait, did you do 2 or just 1?
2 because this
Okay.
is also
Yeah,
my
I just wanted to make
wheelhouse.
sure. So you got 1 4. So 1 die succeeds. You manage it. It looks like the electrical system kind of, blasted the footage a little bit. You're getting bits and pieces of things. And if you roll back the footage to right after the captain called you guys, you see him standing over the nav console, trying to punch some stuff in, and his head whips around, and he looks behind him, and and he runs for the door to hit the blast door shut, and they close, and he's fine. You see him make the call to you guys, and then all of a sudden his head whips around again, and something starts ripping him apart.
There's just a hollow vid of what's going on behind Faraday to the others.
But the
Terrible.
footage is kind of scratchy and staticky, so you can't really see what it is. You just...
It was in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
By the power of Grayskull.
Are you able to? I mean, our ship is a rather long corridor. Is it? Can you see if it was like running down, or did it just sort of appear here?
Can I do that?
Roll for it.
Okay.
See if you can tell what happened.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna try and see if I can fix the navigation or see what's up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would assist with that, which there is a helping mechanic.
Do it.
And so I guess I am rolling 2d6 because just how it is, and I'm the pilot, but I'm assuming this is logical, which is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
But I got a 6, which I needed to do to get over my 5.
Hey yo!
So you get an additional +1 now.
Awesome. I rolled a 5 and a 4, so I got 2 over. Do I roll? I can only roll up to 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I just got 2 over.
Okay. So 2 dice succeed. You do it well. Good job. You know
Thank
what's wrong with
you.
the navigation system. You try to fix it?
I sure would like to.
Here's the thing. Damn it. You need a part.
Fuck.
You know where those are, though. You know
wires.
exactly where they are.
I don't
They
have enough in here.
are-
I have to go back down to the cargo bay. Or the med?
Yep.
Where am I going?
The cargo bay.
I'm going to have to go to the cargo bay.
I'll-
I'll go with you, Zadu. Faraday, Ignatius, if y'all want to go on back and check on our medic who is not answering the damn phone.
Well, I would like to get back to the little med bay, which I assume I share a small corner of, as my little
Yeah,
science
med bay,
lab.
science lab are in the same
They
thing.
gave the med bay more of the funding. I've seen the paperwork.
He
uh,
did. I'm so sorry.
I
You have a
think-
desk.
A desk where I can try and parse out what it is this mystery liquid possibly
Yeah,
is.
you've got lots of fun tools down there. The problem is the ladder down goes into the cargo bay, which there's a breach.
All
F.
right.
But we have our EV suits.
You have EV suits.
Right.
So you're
Oh.
splitting up.
Well, at least getting close to there.
I also rolled double 1s, which is a fail.
Oops.
Well,
that video footage is gonna look really hinky.
video footage erases everything. You
There's another
now
electrical
can't
surge
look
or
back. Yep,
something.
another electrical surge. All of the previous footage is erased. And you can't look back to see where this thing came from.
Just a big triangle that reads no data spinning
Yep,
over and
just
over again.
no data. You got nothing.
Well,
The
sounds like
cameras still work, so you can see what's happening in real time, but they are no longer recording, and you don't have any access to past recordings.
Oracle,
Yes, Ignatius.
would you be able to run a scan on the ship to determine if there are any foreign bodies moving around?
Yes, Ignatius. Scanning. 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 I
does
found
this normally
nothing.
take that long?
That's reassuring. Thank you, Oracle.
Oracle, what are the likelihoods that your sensors are damaged right now?
I calculate an 83.2% chance that my scanners are broken.
I see.
Well, at least she's accurate.
All right.
Well-
Given the circumstance, and Ignatius will motion towards the remains of the captain, I think it would be better if we travel together, or at least in pairs.
As Ignatius is motioning to the captain, there's a slot on Faraday that opens up and just a black bag shoots out over the captain.
Oh.
Like a t-shirt cannon.
And the
Body
middle-
bag!
But it's
the-
no.
the middle inflates upwards and just reads wet floor.
Oh my god.
I love
Okay.
it.
So we're gonna we are gonna split the party?
Well, because
I
it
think
sounds
this-
like
You have to
two
go
of
back
you.
the same way anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Like, so the way
We'll
to
all
get
go
down
together. Yeah.
is there is a the slide, or not slide. You want to slide? You want to slide in your ship? You want to slide down? There's a ladder up and a slide down.
What about a
Um,
fireman's pole?
You can have a fireman's pole. You can have fireman's pole to go down, ladder to go up, fireman's pole to go down to the lower deck, and it is by the hypersleep chambers. That's how you get down. It's in between
We get to see
the
our friend.
hypersleep chamber and the mess hall. There's like a little alcove in between the doors.
Yeah.
And that's where your up and down are. There's also like a really small like emergency one from the bridge to go down into like the electronics and the hyperdrive and all that kind of stuff that's like right under the bridge. But it's a tight fit and the captain's body's on top of it.
Well,
So if you want to go down that way, you can. But you can also just go back towards the hypersleep chamber and take the easy way down.
well, as the new captain, I guess. Let's head on back. Check in on our medic friend. See why she's not answered the damn phone, and then we will.
The damn phone.
Then we will head on down to the lower decks and get you your part and get you analyzing your goop.
Excellent course of action, Captain.
Oh,
That's weird.
Galagy Willikers.
Heading back
Happy
towards the
tripping.
hypersleep chambers.
Yeah.
Leroy
Should we
leading
take
the
our-
way, gun at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good time to take a break.
All right. Thank you for joining us for the first half of this wonderful, fun system failure stream. I'm so excited to see what happens next. On the list of things that could go wrong, I think there's 3 events that happen. Boy, we're just past the first one, so let's see. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so go have a drink, take your medication, get some food. We'll be right back. Bye! Welcome back, everybody. We've caught up on our Oscars gear and our movie lists, and we're gonna get back into space stuff. Take it away, Rachel.
All right. So we've talked about how currently, we'll just lay out the scenario again. Captain's dead on the bridge. Weird chemical, viscous water with unrecognizable things inside of it. Dripping around the ship. There's like a trail going. Going back towards the hypersleep chambers, where when you called Doc Tara, she didn't answer. You also know there's a breach in the hull. The navigation system is broken. And in order to fix the navigation system, you have to go down to the breached cargo bay. And you have to get the little backup system thing, little microchip or whatever it is that you want to fix it with, to plug on in to the navigation system, because the current one is fried. But hey, you have backups. And Ignatius wants to go down to the lab in the med bay to test the stuff. So currently, we're exiting the bridge and going down the hallway. You're passing the storage rooms, the utility closets, and all that kind of stuff, where various items are, but of course nothing useful, because why would you keep the useful things right outside the bridge? That would be silly. This is a space horror comedy.
This is space.
This is space. And you're going past the rooms. Anybody want to check on any of their rooms?
Oh,
Anybody
boy.
want to opening doors
Like
as
to
we're
poke
going?
my head into my room. There wasn't enough storage in the science bay, portion of the science and medical bay, so I had to keep several of my things in my room. So I'm going to go take a quick stop to retrieve those.
That sounds like a health and safety violation.
Yes, and it wouldn't be if we had proper funding.
Look, there is no corporate representative on this ship. No corporate oversight.
This ship is a wandering OSHA violation. We are out of compliance. There's a corpse in the captain's chair.
All right, yes. And then I would like to check the utility room and make sure things aren't, exploding in there.
Everything looks fine. Door opens just fine.
Is that weird?
No.
Okay.
You have to get in and out of there a lot. You've made sure that door is like the one door on the ship that has no problems. Okay.
The most well-oiled son of a bitch in this place.
Yeah, that's the
We
best
used
door
up
here.
all our WD-40 on it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Nobody look at me. Also, we are actually OSHA compliant. I cordoned off a messy area.
Oh, that's true.
Ah, I
There you
see,
go,
I
there
see,
you
I
go.
see.
So,
Yeah.
someone
There are
is going to need to
signs.
clean out the captain's chair before I take command, though. But that's a later problem. Let's check on our doctor
Let's have some respect.
and get to fixing the nav system.
Aye, aye.
Ignatius, you're stopping in your room.
Yes.
Scan your card. Door doesn't open. Scan it again. It opens partway.
Oh, the faulty doors.
Am I used to this?
Yes.
It's like 1, 2, and third time's the charm.
It slams
You,
shut.
fucking, you have to time it right. Remember, you do a scan, and then you have to wait all 4 seconds before you scan again.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and then you swipe when you say 4.
Yes, right,
Yes, it's more rhythmic that way.
right.
Thought you swiped at the end of the 1,000. At least
No,
that's
that's
how my
for you-
door is.
That's for your room. My room is after 2.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4.
Door slams open.
Ah, incredible. He like quickly hops in. Like he doesn't know if it's gonna like shut on him. And then like he'll, like sift through, grab like swabs and like anything that's like like basically like a storage room, like more gloves, swabs.
Yeah, anything you might need for science stuff.
Scalpel or 2.
Yeah, there you go.
No, he probably has to steal them from the medical side of things.
It's all in there.
Okay. Yeah,
Everything's
he
fine.
gets his tools. His tools.
Hops back out of the room.
Then he'll do the procedure to close the door. Which
Closes
I think
just
it
fine.
closes. Yeah, I think like it's only like the one and it closes.
It's like it doesn't slam shut. Just closes how it's supposed to for once.
You actually hear like the hiss of the safety engage for once.
Of course.
I love this ship.
Okay.
Continue on.
Yeah. I'm not leading. Is my
Yeah.
stipulation.
Yeah, no, Leroy would be leading, but also checking that slime trail to see if it deviates into any of the rooms or if it just goes to the.
Straight down the hallway.
Yep.
You're looking
Alright.
for it now, so I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Wait, guys. What if whatever this is assimilated? What if our medical doctor has become an alien? I mean, more so than they already were.
Well, then, I started that like I had a thought, and it's
I
This
guess
a
what-
thing-
very good point.
My
We
question
have to-
is,
Wait, we have to mark our wrists or something, some such, or create a helpful anecdote that only the group of us know.
right?
So, in case we are in a situation where we question the integrity of the other, we know what to say.
But the alien's taken over. Want to just know everything that we know?
It depends on the alien.
Yes.
Right. I guess my question is, if one of us or any other crew have been taken over by something, are we prepared to kill them?
Leroy says yes without a moment's hesitation.
I am
This is all
Uh,
I'm trained for.
I am very inclined to put the safety and well-being, and I do apologize, of myself above the prospect of someone that I knew on the ship. That's, again, no offense to either of you, but I will try to run away.
Right. I mean, same.
Running and hiding, I am a man of science.
Right. I'll just lock myself in a room.
What
Oh.
if this thing can? I mean, it got through the blast doors. It seems to get into tight spaces. So maybe
Well, it's not a
locking ourselves in
ghost.
isn't the
We don't know that. What if it's a space ghost?
coast to
Space
coast.
As many coasts as there are stars in the sky, Leroy.
That's a lot of stars.
Many coasts.
I tried counting them once.
How did that go for you?
Not well. I passed out because I got dizzy.
You are a delight aboard this ship, Leroy. I appreciate your company.
All right, Captain, what are we to do? Should we keep pressing on?
Yeah,
There's a small bell ding as Faraday looks up. I am prepared to kill.
Well, thanks for thinking about it so long. I appreciated that it wasn't so.
I really
like...
had to do some mental gymnastics as RJ, like third law of robotics, but
But first
But-
robotics,
but if to eliminate a threat that is human would help my group, would that be okay? Circle back to third law of robotics, but
I mean, by the logic of the movie, they got to the point of like it is for the betterment of humanity to, to cull some of them, whereas the actual short stories are fascinating, but
I love
very
them.
different from the movie.
Mm-hmm,
Anyway,
very
Um,
1950s. My mom just read them. She's like, so the misogyny, and I was like, I know, right? Anyways,
You down the hallway?
yeah, please.
Yep. Getting back to the hypersleep chambers to check in on the doctor.
As you're going down the hallway, you go into the mess hall. Slime trail goes through here. And if you lean a little, the flickering lights, you see that it leads to the hypersleep chambers, and that door is shut. You left it open.
I suddenly have an urge to maybe take the other way. I don't really like this.
All right, Leroy, you're up.
All right. Can one of y'all get the door controls and I will be ready to blast.
Yeah, Faraday.
Beep, beep. Door opens. Shunk.
Checking the corners, checking to see, because presumably lots of hypersleep pods for something to hide behind.
Hypersleep pods are along the wall. Big open area in the middle with some benches so you can, put your stuff on and everything. In the middle of the room, you see a pool of blood.
Oh,
In the middle of it, you see Tara's communicator smashed to the floor, still attached to her arm.
Gulp.
Gulp. And you see several, I would say most of the hypersleep chambers are smashed. And the lights inside of them are out. And there's a little flat line on all of the smashed ones.
There are dead
On the
people
vitals.
here.
Emberly, no.
Several of them are fine, but most of them are not. It looks like there was a little path of destruction.
Oh no. You just hear a tiny, in the background, foomp, foomp, as more caution wet floor signs are put up around the
Oh,
place.
buddy.
Attaching them
Faraday.
to the pods that are still on the wall.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right. Nobody panic.
Whatever
We can
we're
get through
dealing
this.
with.
We're not going to die if we stay together. Is this really hot in here for anyone else?
There is the sound of a Faraday turns and it just reads that he's out of ammo.
Oh.
Oh
Look,
no. When Alex, we played into your fear.
Yep.
Blood and guts.
Well, doesn't that only matter if I try and make a roll now?
Yes.
Yep.
Just so you know, if you're gonna roll in this room for anything.
Guys, we gotta search it. We gotta see if the being's still in here.
I
not
want to
me.
take. I want to take measurements. I want to take readings of
Oh, boy.
things. Like how. So like the arms are missing and like pods are smashed, but like how? Like does it look like a blunt thing? Are they like puncture wounds where like a Sharpie claw? Is it like melting from something? Like what is the state and style of decomp?
Roll
we're
for it,
looking at
science
here?
officer.
Okay.
I'm Faraday will offer to scout around, but I'm also playing into their fear of being alone.
Oh. It's a big room. It's like the whole back of the ship.
Hey, guess what?
What?
2 matching.
Ooh, ask me some questions.
Okay, so the questions that I want to see. Let me see. Yeah, because I clear my thoughts exactly. What's really going on here? Like we have a good idea, but like just confirmation bias.
All right. With your success and your question, you can see that it looks like something big came in this room. It's a big room, and you can tell from your sciencey expertise, something big came in here and slashed some things up. That it looks like Tara died by some sort of slashy instrument or object, like like a big claw, almost like a sword, like hacked,
Okay.
but like clean through. There's nothing melting. It just looks like, you don't see, can't really tell because it's a mess in here. But the hypersleep chambers, nobody was ripped out of them. They just look like they were smashed, like something big was maneuvering around, hit
These
the
don't look like
wall.
intentional.
No,
Like it wasn't
just
like,
looks
yeah,
like destruction. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
beam, beam, beam. It's not, didn't look like it was a buffet. I'm gonna take this one and this one and this one. It just looked like something big was moving around in here
Okay.
and smashed into like a big portion of the wall once or twice as it was killing Tara.
My God. And he'll turn, and what we're dealing with is something incredibly large with the razor-like attack upon it in some way, whether it would be like a tusk or an appendage. It doesn't. It's not going to be like shooting things at us. A range is going to be our best option here in dealing with whatever it is. The other pods,
Motion to the back.
smashed, but not intentionally. Accidental. It's not trying to play favorites. I don't think it's hunting for sport. I think this is a state of survival for it. But at this point, it's kill or be killed.
We should get some weapons, right?
We maybe have a spare rifle or something somewhere, but we don't got an armory on this ship.
Right. We're the tanker.
Well, luckily, you have a scientist on board. If we can get
Are
to
we
my
supposed
lab...
to chuck you at it?
No! Please, no. But if we go to my lab, I can create... I can analyze perhaps this viscousness, which I believe might be something like this creature's saliva. If I can analyze the saliva, I might be able to figure out what substance, what if there's an acid or maybe salt. I will dry it out like a large slug.
Right.
If we can get to my lab, I could possibly put this together.
Well, we're carbon-based beings, so if you look at the periodic table of evidence...
No, keep
That's
going.
not the right word.
If you look at the periodic table of elements, the thing that could kill us is 1 down and 2 over. So whatever this is made of, we could do the same thing and make gold 1 down and 2 over, and that'll kill it, right? That's how science works.
Zadu, precisely.
Evolution reference.
Such a good movie.
All right.
Right, let's go.
So we're going to the cargo bay. I'll remind you, there's a breach. Oh, RJ?
Yes, we need our outfits on.
Faraday was looking around the big
Yeah.
place.
Well, and you failed or succeeded.
I succeeded with a 4, which is right on the money.
Right on the money. You got your number?
Yeah.
All right. Ask me a question.
Oh boy, where are the questions?
Under rolling the dice, almost
Those
at the
are
bottom
just
next to exclamation
suggestions.
point. Yeah, they're just suggestions. So you can
Okay.
ask anything.
Is the creature still here?
Well, you know that there's one hull breach. No other parts of the ship have been breached that you know of, because Oracle would have told you. So, as far as you know, you see no evidence of it leaving through this room. And you see no evidence of it
Having
exiting the
remained.
spacecraft.
Ooh.
So,
There is
probability it's still here. You're welcome to ask Oracle again, but her scanners are kind of broken.
Mhm. Mother, are we in danger?
Processing. Processing.
Processing,
Processing.
receiving.
I detect a 76% chance of death.
Thank you for the insight, Mother. There's just the happiest 16-bit chiptune of the Monster Mash playing as Faraday comes back. The creature never left the room.
Well, shit.
All things considered, the blast doors were closed from the inside.
I'm just gonna get as close to the robot as possible again and go, I wasn't made for this type of thing. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. We have to find it. We have to kill it before it kills us.
Do I have permission to touch you?
Yes?
Just a slap across the face. Get a hold of yourself, woman.
All right. Okay. I think I actually needed that. All right.
Happy
A
to
plan.
oblige.
We need a plan. Search the room, find the being, or get the suits and go down to the bay.
Looking around at all the blood in here, I vote that we seal the doors up and go get ourselves better equipped, and then come back and hunt this thing.
Second.
Small trumpets.
it's settled.
All right. Everyone eyes open. We don't know where it is. So we'll huddle up together and move.
To
get
like,
to-
in a little circle, all like facing out and spinning around.
Get our
Out of the doors.
EV suits
All right,
on.
Go get some EV suits on.
Yeah.
Well, luckily
Back
you
to
chose
back.
that for your ship. You put on your EV suits without problems. Everything works great. Best kept equipment on the ship. Very important.
All right.
Second only to that door for the utility closet.
Faraday has a rubber glove over their head. That is their FE suit.
And
right.
you go to your fire pole.
Leroy will go first with the pistol.
Okay.
Yes, please. I'll
Drop
go in the
down.
middle.
Leroy hits the bottom first. And you hit the bottom, and there's a door that you have to open to get in there to the second portion, because you got to seal off all the levels of the ship in case there's a breach. So this door, normally that would go all the way down, right? Your blast door or your fire pole could go all the way down to the bottom of that deck. But because of the breach, blast door went and shoot around it. So you have to like step off to the side and open that in order to continue on your way down.
Yep, so
You're
gonna
stopped
wait
about
for-
halfway.
Wait for
But there's
everyone
room.
to get
It's
to
like a
the
big wide
staging
opening
area.
enough for you guys can, to wait for everybody to get to the bottom. There's a little panel on the side, kind of down towards the bottom, about like waist height that you can.
All right, I'll try it. I would like to try and open the door. Open the door. Is this a 3 for me?
Yep.
Oh, Lord. I have 2 successes and 1 match.
When you open this door, it's gonna go great. So you want to ask your question before you open it?
Yes. This, I don't know if this is a question that I would know ahead of time, but if there has been a breach, I looked like this was gonna, like, I couldn't see after I took these off my face, but they are fake. I forgot for a second. Do I know that if there is a breach, will we get sucked out into space? Or is there like a shielding that will protect us?
There is some inherent systems on the ship that kind of minorly patch so that things aren't just flying out into space. It's not like a vacuum.
Right.
So when you open the door, you're not just going to create a vacuum and go flying. You know that you should be able to, but you don't know if the gravity system is going to be working in there. You assume so because Oracle didn't tell you that anything was wrong.
Right.
But there will be no atmosphere in there. So no vacuum effect, alien flying out of the cargo bay.
All right.
But it is not safe to breathe or expose your skin to currently. You will have to go patch the breach.
Okay.
Officially with your patch kits.
Okay. Open the
Are you
door,
ready to
please.
open the door?
Yes, I think so.
All right, guys, step on like the little ledges that are on the side, all the way to the edge. She opens the door. Hop back on the pole, and you slide down. You get down to the bottom. You see your big cargo bay. See, like, you have a little, there's room for a shuttle, but you guys didn't, funding and all that. Not every ship's going to get a shuttle. It's just the way it goes. You guys didn't get one in this run. So it's kind of mostly empty, and you can see all the way on the other side of the cargo bay is where the hole is. And you see like the ship kind of like did its like little temporary shield thing for it. So you'll need to find the stuff to patch it if you'd like. And it's kind of weird. It looks like I'm assuming you're all looking at the hole because that's like the major problem in here. It looks like something cut its way into the ship. It's not a blast out. It's in.
Okay. So when you say cut, it's not like somebody used like a diamond on a window to make a like perfect circle. Okay.
It's like if somebody slashed in like an X and then shoved through.
Oh my God.
And it's only like 2 feet wide.
It was Faraday.
No witnesses.
Faraday,
Yes, doctor.
would you be able to contact the rest of the utility bots that I forgot about just until this very moment to assist in patching this, please?
Certainly, I can get right on that now.
Incredible. You've been very helpful, Faraday.
Just a ka-ching.
Roll for utility bots.
Come, my brothers, we are needed.
This is kind of what you do.
Whoa.
So I'll give you what plus you get 2.
Yeah, okay, that sounds fair.
You weren't prepared to get the utility bots in.
This would be logic, so 2 successes.
All right. You do it. It goes great. 3 of your 5 come to life. 2 are a little broken from the, their circuits were fried from all the electrical surges, but 3 are great. They're doing awesome. What would you like them to do?
They're going to spin around each other for a bit, just like chatting about firmware. Then they all get updated and then they fly off to help patch up the hole. That was the intent, right, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The utility bots are flying around.
Like
doing great.
while they repair the hole, since we needed to be in the cargo bay anyways, this would be the good time to like look for things. Spare parts?
Yes, I would like to
spare
look for
parts?
spare parts. Spare parts?
Parts?
Ignatius, aren't you scared of the vacuum of space?
Yes, that's why I am not looking in the direction of the hole. I got the droids to fix the hole. I do not want to be anywhere near that thing.
Still holding on to the fire pole
Oh,
as far away
yes.
from the hole as possible.
Yeah, I think he definitely is like at the fire pole. He is staying there while that hole is there.
like edging along, like holding onto handholds.
Oh yeah,
like
no.
if he makes his way away from the fire pole, like never not touching something to hold on to.
Oh yeah, and the fact that like he's in this suit already, like he's not hyperventilating, but you can tell that like he is like a little bit paler.
Doesn't
Meanwhile,
look like an EV
Already
suit.
is.
Before the utility bots fully patch it, though, Leroy is going to go and stick his head out the hole to see what evidence there is on the exterior. See if that gives us anything.
Roll for it.
I'm going to argue for visceral because this is
Ballsy as
hot-headed
hell.
to stick your head out into the void of space.
I agree.
But I still think I only get 1d6 from this because I'm not prepared, and I mean, maybe because no, you said gravity is still in effect here.
Gravity's still in effect.
Yep. So let's go with the 1d6.
You do have your suit on, so are you
Yeah.
prepared for the vacuum of space?
Yeah.
I'll say yeah. Do it too. Good argument.
The second one was not a success, but I do have 1 success.
All right. 1 success. You barely managed to stick your head out of this hole as The bots are patching it. Because they're working quick. However, on the outside, you see the same stuff that you've been seeing all over the ship. In fact, it's kind of everywhere out here. Looks like something kind of splatted right onto the side of the ship and then got its way in and then made its way inside. And if you poke your head back out and you look up, you see it went up along the ceiling.
Okay, so the slime trail's on the ceiling in the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm. Goes up and disappears into the tall portion. You can't really see it. Like goes up into like there's like beams and like that kind of stuff. It kind of goes up there.
Yep.
And I have to inflict a complication, harm, or cost.
Yep. You
hear Oracle's voice in your ear saying, EV suit compromised. EV suit compromised. You have a tiny cut where you were holding and like stuck your head out. You got a little cut on your wrist.
Yep. Leroy will go back inside and like hand on the thing, goes and finds some duct tape or something.
That'll hold for a little while, but it's better that you don't hang out in here for long.
Yep.
Because you are still slowly leaking oxygen. But hey, there's no blood.
Yep. Yeah, as long as there's no blood, Leroy can handle
Leroy's
it.
good.
All right, I'm gonna look for my part.
You know exactly where it is.
I'm gonna find my part. Ah! I've got the circuit.
Get your part.
Ding.
Clip it to your utility belt.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, Doc.
Go ahead.
Onwards.
Let's get you to your lab so we can do some analyzing, and then maybe the droids will be done fixing the hole by then, and then we can get back topside and get the ship fixed and be ready to deal with the ooze.
Is that what it is? An ooze?
I don't know. It wants splat on the outside of the ship, and then like uses flashlight to indicate the slime trail up above us.
Fascinating. That could possibly mean that this creature doesn't require oxygen in order to survive.
I mean, I am not a smart man, but I know that you need oxygen out in space, and so this thing probably doesn't need it if it's still alive.
Exactly.
Am I not alive?
It's something organic.
Oh. No.
Yes. There's.
Oh.
Look, you're still a good boy. I'll give you some extra RAM later.
Oh.
Oh.
If androids
32
overclock
things.
themselves, is that their equivalent of getting high?
That's a lot of Adderall.
Hello, Raiders!
Hello, Raiders! Welcome in.
We're in a spaceship that's being attacked by some weird alien thing. It's killed everyone but us.
Where I'm from, Farm Planet, your first name's who you are, and your second name's what you love.
Oh my. Yeah, so
All right.
we need to
You
go
have
to
your nav system. You have your thing if you need to fix the nav system.
Yep.
The bots are patching the hole.
We need science stuff.
Science stuff. Onto med/science bay.
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Leroy will
Where
hold
about
the
this
doctor's
room?
hand if he is that terrified of the not fixed hole yet.
He's still crawling along the side.
Yeah. He was going towards that direction to begin with because it was the farthest away. So
Mhm.
like as soon as that door opens, he is just like whoop, like right around the corner.
There's a blast door. It's shut. But on the other side, there's another blast door. So you can open the first one, everybody get in there, shut it, and you should be able to go in.
Yes.
Mhm.
But you can't open both at the same time, obviously, because
Yeah.
of the vastness of space that's behind you.
What?
Would you like to open the door?
Yes.
Me? Open door?
Whoever. It's
Well,
just shut. So somebody needs to scan a card. Door opens. Halfway.
No.
Boop. Boop. Okay.
Right.
And then
Door shuts, then opens again. All the way
Yes.
this time.
Oh. Is this the one that closes really whoosh? Ah!
Right behind you as you all make your way in. Slams shut.
I'll stop yelling. I'm sorry.
You hear Oracle's voice over the intercom. Pressure rising. Pressure rising. Pressure rising. And then the other door opens. And you're now full life support. Everything's fine.
Oh, I'm still keeping my suit on.
Yeah.
And he's gonna like rush over to his science-y area and start just like sifting through shit.
Alright.
Trying to science this out.
Science it up.
Science it out. Okay. So now that I'm in my lab,
Yep.
I drank my drink. I drank my
Yep.
juice a long time ago. And I
You're
still
feeling better.
have
You're not
my-
nauseous anymore. Your headache's
and-
gone. You drank your juice.
Yeah, and I already have scanned the thing in question before with a base chemical scanner. Would I be rolling 3d6 or just 2?
3d6.
Ah ha ha. Okay, well that I still passed, but it wasn't matching, and that's fine.
Mhm.
I passed on all of them, on all
Nice. All three dice succeed. You get a critical success.
three. Who?
You know
What are we dealing with here? What is this goo?
exactly how to kill whatever this is.
Yeah. It's murder.
You
with
don't know what it
science.
is. You can't tell because you've never seen anything like this before. It's so strange. It looks like water, but it's viscous. Technically, it is water, but there's other stuff in it. And whatever this other stuff is what's making it viscous and apparently able to survive the vacuum of space.
Oh my god, it's tardigrades.
But because it's water, you know, or you assume based on your science-ness,
Mhm.
that if you can eliminate the moisture in it in some way, shape, or form with some sort of desiccant, you might be able to beat this thing.
Can I start making it's like a Molotov cocktail but with like baking soda and vinegar?
Yeah,
Like cuz that would be a dissolvent that would disrupt it and
Yeah,
cause
absolutely.
all sorts of wild change. So he's just going to start like beakers like baking soda. Okay. And then like soak this in like get the vinegar rag ready. And he'll just like start handing them out to people because those are such basic like tools.
Yeah, you have that all
feel
over the
like you'd-
place.
Yeah, especially like in the
The
medical.
good doctor has made
side.
methamphetamines.
Those are for personal use. Leave those be.
Personal meth. That's my personal meth.
That's
Right.
It was. I have a certificate.
Do
It's medical meth.
The medical yeah.
It's
It's just
medical
Ron
meth.
Swanson's I can do this.
Look, I am the standing medical officer in this given moment.
You are.
Oh, I guess you are. Oh no. Right.
Confirmed.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not that
don't
kind of
we
doctor.
don't we have dry ice that we could? This is a spaceship. There's a lot of those. And then there's the dry ice that comes out. Wouldn't that help as well?
I mean, yes, but I don't recall us having any dry eyes.
Oh, haven't you seen the
small-
doors? Go ahead.
There's a small latch that opens up and a little handkerchief falls into Zadu's hands. You needed to dry your eyes, correct?
Oh, bless your heart. No. Dry ice. Like the frozen thing, the thing that water turns into when it's a solid.
Conversely, nitroglycerin to freeze the monster.
Isn't nitroglycerin the thing that blows
no, it's
up?
what was it? Nitro.
Nitrous oxide?
Nitrous. No, is it?
It's the
It's the cold one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is nitrous something, but I can't remember.
Let's go with the other one and let's just blow up this shit.
I don't know. Chefs use it to instantly freeze things, and I can't think of the way. I can't think of the name of it right now.
That's just nitrous.
Nitrous, right?
Nitrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just nitrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are
And we can make the ship go really fast.
Yeah.
But only if someone were to stand on the hood and start pouring the nitrous in their mouth and blowing it into the engine.
No!
Fucking Mad Max.
No!
Light speed like a
Do
bug
you
on a
want
windshield.
to grab some nitrous to freeze it?
Yeah. Yeah, some nitrous.
Do you want to try to make these giant vats of giant things of nitrous into a weapon?
Yes.
I have an idea
Roll
for a
for
weapon
it.
too that I might ask
Somebody roll
Zaddy to
for
help me with.
Roll for other weapons.
Go science,
Roll for
boy.
science weapons.
Roll for science.
Roll me some science.
Leroy's just like, I've got a laser pistol. Laser makes water go. Psh.
Okay. I would like the audience. Oh wait, okay, cool. 2 successes but 1 failure on 3 dice.
Okay. So 2 dice succeeded. You do it well. Good job. Tell me all about your weapons.
Okay. So 1, we got the baking soda and vinegar cocktails,
Mhm.
right? Next we got this nitrous thingamabobber, which do you guys want it to look like a flamethrower or like it shoots nitrous capsules like they're bullets?
Oh, like freeze grenades.
Yeah, like you're just like
It's,
blasting kind of thing.
Like snowballs
Distance.
that come out of it.
That one.
Freeze grenades.
Okay.
Freeze grenade
Freeze
gun.
grenades.
I would also like to ask the professor as Faraday. Professor, all of our units come standard with microwave emitters. Could you fine-tune them to boil liquid?
I'm gonna say you can't, because I want to see what happens when you have 3 different types of weapons.
Okay. Sorry.
You don't have to roll for it. You already
Okay.
rolled to make science weapons, so
Excellent.
you
Science
have
weapons.
you have made baking soda and vinegar Molotov cocktails. You have made a freeze grenade gun. I mean, it doesn't look pretty. It's like a potato gun,
It's killed a thing.
but it doesn't need to be something. You're not like, it doesn't look pretty, but it's gonna work.
All right.
And you have successfully updated Faraday to boil water.
Perfect.
If only we had a power loader where we could outfit all of these onto to make a mech.
That's a different ship. We don't have that on here.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
think
take the machine.
that-
I'll take the grenade launcher.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that. Well, I was going to say like give the regular gun to Leroy, because he already has a firearm. He's trained in firearms, would be my
Mhm.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm taking a grenade. I'm taking some grenades. Grenades. These cocktails.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll outfit everyone as best we can.
All right, everybody's outfitted with weapons. You need to fix the navigation system, which means you have to go back upstairs, climb the ladder, through the hallway again, to the bridge.
Faraday's
it.
hovering beside the good doctor with a teacup on their head, a tea mug on their head, and it's heated perfectly.
Perfect.
Are we heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
boogie.
You make it back through the first door. One shuts behind you, and the other one just instantly opens. Because the bots have patched the hole. Life support is not fully, it's not fully oxygenated in there yet, but it's safe to walk through. Everything's fine. It doesn't need to fully pressurize. It's just not completely filled with oxygen yet. You're good. Everything's fine. I promise.
Keeping the suits on.
You leave the suits on if you want, or you can take them off, store them. That's up to you. Now, you make it to the ladder. Everybody climbing up.
Yes, please.
Blast door opens that was closed. You hear Oracle's voice over the intercom. Life support in cargo bay. Stable. You did it!
Oh, thank the gods.
All right, you get back to the hallway. Don't look to your right, 'cause that's where Tara's remains are. Go left. Down the hallway. Back to the bridge.
Trying
Nothing
to
weird
find this
happens.
thing. Oh,
Everything's fine.
oh boy.
You see no new slime trails.
Okay.
Zadu, can you repair the systems?
Right, of course. What do you need?
If the sensors could be repaired, then we could possibly track down this creature.
Yes, I think so. I might be able to add them onto our map. Just let me unbutton and see what I can do. Gonna try and hack the system.
Before
And,
or after you repair the nav system?
I feel like this is more pressing, right? We need to find this first, or do we need to do the repair the nav system?
That's up to you guys.
I mean,
Are
it
we
could
close
be.
to a
Can repair the nav
planet?
system and so no. You
Yeah,
could
I mean-
saw out the window. You saw nothing when you looked
Okay.
out the windows.
As the pilot,
Bridge.
Leroy could probably work on the nav system while you work on the other systems.
Okay.
All right.
Then Leroy and Zadu, roll for me the things you're doing.
Just trying to
Leroy
figure out
to
if I
repair?
can get up to a 3d6 with this. I mean, we have the part, we have the things we need. Is that
You are
prepared
prepared.
enough?
You are prepared, and you are the pilot. This is kind of your thing.
But I need to roll logical, which I have a very high number,
So you need to roll over your 5, right?
and they are all failures. Got a 1, a 3, and a 4. So now I need to roll my nerve, which is at a 2, because I had that failure right at the start. I only roll 1d6.
Yep.
Okay, but that's above, so that's fine. But my
Yep.
nerve is now a 3.
Okay. We'll get to the repercussions of that in a second.
All right, I'm gonna roll to see if I can patch this in. 2 successes.
All right. You got, and none of them were on the money.
None of them are on the money.
Okay. Your 2 successes. You do it well. Good job.
Yay!
So what are you looking for?
I am looking to add this being to the navlet or the map so that
Okay.
it pings where they are. Like, oh, here's a new DNA signature. Do your thing.
All right. Back to Leroy for a second. And all of a sudden, the navigation system starts, like, the electrical stuff just starts, like, sparking a little bit, like, in the nav system. And the whole panel just goes off. Okay. Then you hear over the intercom at the exact moment that your signature pops up, showing that there is something in the electrical room where the FDL drive is, the engine room. You hear Oracle's voice over the intercom. Critical system failure. Critical system failure. FTL drive compromised. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
I'm not going to die like this.
That wasn't me. I mean, it happened when I did my thing, but I promise that's not me.
Oh, gods. All right.
Zadu, what do you need? What do you need in order to fix this? Fix this. Make it better, please. I don't want to die in space.
There's so
I
much
want to-
pressure. I don't know what I need to be doing.
Am I allowed to touch you?
Yes.
Slap
All
her
right.
again.
Get a hold of yourself, woman.
Right. Okay. I need to be patched in. Where is the system failure? Is in the
It's
cargo
in
bay?
the FTL drive, right underneath you guys.
Okay. All right. I'll take this for protection.
Also, where that thing is. And
Just
you know,
kidding. Everyone coming with me.
there is a ladder right underneath the captain's body. There's like a little door right next to the nav system that leads in the ladder that goes down into the engine room or the FTL drive, and the ability to override the self-destruct sequence is also on a panel on the wall next to the FTL drive.
Faraday, help me with this.
The thing was already there for the captain's body. And yeah, Leroy is like, watching our six. He's not looking at the body, but is trying to cover it and like, oh yeah, I'm, checking everywhere else, making sure this thing doesn't jump out at us.
I realize
Alright.
my inflation and inhalation noise are the same. It is Faraday
Doo.
hoovering the captain away.
All
All right,
right.
move the captain's body. That's all fine. Hop on the
Leroy,
door.
you go first.
All right, let's do this. And internally, because he got it trained out of him in academy, he no longer shouts his name as he goes into battle,
He
but
whispers it now, but he forgets that there's there's little more
The
sensitive
microphones.
intercoms.
Yeah.
There's microphones in your EV suits. So what normally would have escaped the ears of your colleagues in an open room, they hear you whisper Leroy Jenkins as you catapult down this ladder.
I'll make you proud, Grandpappy.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Someone should go get him.
Save him.
Yeah, Leroy is descending like, one arm on the pole.
I'm gonna watch that after this. All right.
He is dumb as hell.
You guys are all heading down the ladder?
But brave as all get out. Yes.
It's little, but Faraday fits. Everybody fits. It's just smaller, less comfortable than your normal fire pole and ladder combo. Slide down. You hit the bottom. Alarm's going off. It's really dark in here. It's like the lights have like really, it's all just emergency lights in here right now. The panel is, you slid down on the, this side, your right side. You're like staring towards the front of the ship. On your right is where you guys slid down, right on the edge of this. And the left side is where the panel is, all the way on the left.
Cover me.
It's dark.
Using the flashlight from something on the suit or from our wrist
the
computers.
wristwatch.
Yeah, you could turn your little headlamps on. Everybody's got a little headlamp on their EV suit.
Yep. And yeah, Leroy is checking
Perfect.
corners, providing cover for those who can deal with the self-destruct system.
I'm going very quickly.
All right. Roll for me.
Oh,
Are you trying to fix it?
Yes, please.
You don't want the ship to self-destruct?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
Would
All
this
right.
qualify for hazard pay?
Oh, for sure. You guys are gonna pay out if you survive this.
Yeah, right. I got 2 successes and 1 match.
All right. You get to ask me a question, and it goes great.
Critical success, yeah.
Yeah. Where is it? And I would like to fix it, please.
The critical system failure is
Well, I know where the
It's
critical.
showing-
Where's the being?
though the being
Yes.
the being is the reason that the system is failing. Once you get plugged in, you're looking at it, you can see that there's like a breach, or not a breach, but there's like something that has, you look down the wall to where like the thing, it shows a little map shows up of the actual FTL drive, and you see like this little like red dot on the little map that shows up, and you can see down the wall there's like this little gelatinous thing on this small portion of the drive, and it seems to be like leaching energy from your FTL drive.
Oh no.
You can see it, but what's so weird is that it's like only this big.
Oh, it's a baby. Kill it! Kill it with ice!
Leroy will open fire on it.
This thing turns around, and at first, it kind of like slinks away off of this and kind of like ducks behind another portion of the FTL drive as you guys start shooting at it. And again, just be a little careful around the FTL drive.
Yeah. It's firing a burst of concentrated gas. We're fine.
Yeah, and you hear this like weird squishy noise, and on the other side, the back side of the FTL drive, you see this like shadow kind of moving in the dark, and this thing starts to appear, and it's like see-through. It's very, you can like barely see where it is. It's clear, essentially. You can just kind of tell that it's, there. and you see this huge thing start to grow from that little blob behind the FTL drive. You see this like shadow in this emergency lighting that starts to like grow and get bigger and bigger. And then you see this big tentacle just go slap over the side of the FTL drive. And another one goes slap over the FTL drive, and it starts to drag itself over it. You can see it's kind of like still trying to leech some energy from it as it's going. And it just, it goes over the top of the FTL drive. You see all of these like slapping tentacles just like crawling over this thing, and it just keeps growing as it's going over the top of this thing. What started as something like this big, that's just a baby, is just growing and growing and growing as it gets bigger. And this giant gaping maw you see as it pulls itself over entirely, full of rows of teeth. And you see two more tentacles come through with these big Wolverine style talons, just these like razor sharp knife things coming out of it, but they're also clear, but you can hear that it sounds like metal on top of the FTL drives. And you can tell that that's how it ripped into your ship. Now what?
Pew pew, motherfuckers!
All right, whoever is attacking it, I'm gonna have to say that this is probably a visceral action.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Those of you very prepared for things like this, I would say
Yeah.
everybody gets at least two.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
argue me for a third, depending on who you are, because you prepared to fight a thing.
Yes.
Have you
I am
have
here
you
to
s-
secure.
Have you seen that scene in Big Hero 6 where they're like, ah, and they start throwing shit? That's where I'm at. So
Mhm.
I'm going to go with the 2.
Going to take my 2.
Mhm.
This is an incredible
Oh,
sweet
shit.
specimen. But this is not going to go well, I believe.
I failed both of them.
Okay.
I succeeded.
Gotta do your nerve roll.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Yep,
because
do your
I need
nerve
to-
roll.
Yeah.
I failed once and succeeded once.
Okay.
I was going to make it a joke and make like tentacle aliens my thing as my fear. I went with like crowds and like public speaking, but it would have been funny.
You missed an opportunity.
I did. I
You
did.
really did miss an opportunity.
Uh-huh.
I'll allow you to change it if you want to RP that.
If you want to role play having one less dice right now.
Yes. She takes out the cannon and goes, as she's like, ah, shoot it, and then it like starts going out, and she just like drops it and starts backing up, just out of frame completely in the back of the ship.
What did you get on your nerve roll?
What is that? What am I rolling?
Roll
You
1d6.
start with one nerve. When you roll 0 successes, you roll a d6, and if you roll below your current nerve, you choose how your character panics.
Okay. We all start with 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
yeah,
rolled a
if you start-
6.
Okay,
So you're good.
you're good,
But-
but you mark 2 nerve now.
Okay.
All right. Who else is? What's everybody else doing?
One
I-
success, one negative.
I also got
All
one
right.
success on attacking it.
3
Okay.
successes.
Oh, all
Hey,
right.
yo!
So as
So-
as Adu drops the gun, I guess Faraday will just buzz right past them and just go, "I will buy you more time."
Zadu's gun drops. Right, you had a gun.
I had the
Grenade launcher.
grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher. All right, the grenade launcher goes, and it goes off. This is your failure thing. It goes off, and it hits the panel that you were just working on, and that is now frozen.
Oh!
You can't tell if it's broken. It could just be the screen. You don't know, but it hit it. One of those nitrous
boy.
pods exploded all over that thing.
Oh boy.
And we had one success from Leroy, right?
Yes.
You barely manage to hit this thing. You hit it a couple times, and you had a gun or a Molotov cocktail or
I had my laser pistol still.
your laser
so
pistol. Okay. Your laser pistol goes through one of the things. It appears that might have actually wounded it a little bit. One of its tentacles. And as that happens, one of the other ones comes and swipes underneath your feet, and you fall on your ass, and you're just laid out on the floor currently. Ignatius, you got one success as well.
Yes.
What you throwing at it?
I am throwing a Molotov cocktail of baking soda and vinegar. My
All right.
initial plan.
As you're stepping towards that to throw it, you hit it, you trip over Leroy. It does hit one of the tentacles, but now you're both splayed out on the floor.
But is it doing what I thought it would do?
It's doing what you thought it would do.
Yeah,
It looks like you're
science.
hurting it. And Faraday got 3 successes.
Yep. Just swings
right.
the nitro launcher into the creature and then microwaves the launcher to make it explode.
It
God,
explodes.
I love you so much.
This thing, just like the captain, is everywhere now. And it's not pulling itself back together. You killed it!
Guys, I think I broke it. Who decided to give me a gun? What a terrible thing to do!
You asked for it specifically.
Start
Oracle's
squeegeeing
voice
it off.
comes over the speaker. Critical system failure. Critical system failure.
Can you fix
Yes. Right. Oracle, can you reroute some of the power and systems to my wristwatch?
Rerouting.
All right.
Rerouting.
I'm going to have to do this left-handed.
Here.
Boop, 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 boop.
Puts his wristwatch next to you to double the size of the keyboard.
There you go.
It goes faster if you're both hacking
Yeah, right?
on the same keyboard.
Somebody hack with me.
All right. Hack the FTL drive.
Oh, boy.
See if you can shut off the self-destruct sequence.
Don't kill us. 2 successes!
Oracle's voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, self-destruct sequence. Override. Systems stable.
Oracle, can you tell how many people have survived?
Oracle's voice comes over the speaker again and says, 2 members of Sigma crew remain. 2 members of Omega crew remain.
Wait,
Besides
we
you
all
guys.
see- Oh, okay, I was like, where are
I figured you were talking about the pods. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I figured you were talking about
Obviously,
the
it's
pods,
Faraday.
In the pods.
Right.
So you've got those 2, and then over your speakers, you hear a crackle in your EV suits and over the watches, and you hear a voice. You hear, what was your ship's name again? The drummer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Drummer, answer. Drummer, answer.
You're
This
the captain!
This is the current captain of the drummer, Leroy Jenkins. Who are we speaking to?
This is Captain Tex Ranger of the Timpani, Bro-class tanker ship. What are you all still doing here?
Well, Captain, we have had a doozy of a day.
And with that, Captain Tex Ranger tells you that since none of you checked the date when you got out of your pods, it's actually been the entirety of your stint, and you should have already been headed back to Earth.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But your ship is fine. Your FTL drive's good. Y'all get to go home after you give him a system report and tell him what went down. And you guys get to file your official reports. You know, a crew is going to come on board. They're going to wake up all the science officers on that ship to come over here and study the thing. They're a little pissed that the footage got erased.
Understand.
But you guys don't know how
It-
that happened.
It was
It's
chewing
so
through the
weird.
wires.
Right, no,
so
it was
weird. Yeah, it's
you
so
know,
strange.
electronics and water.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you start, you know, one of the other crew members, one of the science officers, slips you guys a card for his cousin, who's a lawyer, to make sure that you guys negotiate your hazard pay, because you deserve some after
We
what
may
you just had to go through.
We
And with
may
that,
be eligible for financial
you have beat
compensation.
system failure.
Yay! Thank you,
And
Rachel,
none of
so
us
much.
died.
Yeah.
None of you guys died. I wouldn't have let any of you guys die. This is
Rachel,
my
thank-
space movie.
Thank you so much for running this
But-
wonderful
You're
one
so
shot for
welcome.
us.
This was
This
so
is
fun.
incredible.
With every firmware update, is it still the same Faraday?
Yes.
At one point, the language setting is off, like in Toy Story, where Buzz Lightyear goes Spanish for a hot
Yeah.
second.
Lo siento.
Thank you guys.
Oh no.
Thank you guys for hanging out and running this wonderful game and being players tonight on this weird one shot for us. Let's have everyone go around and tell us who you are, where people can find you, and what you do. Starting off with our wonderful GM for the evening, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Rachel Elizabeth here on Twitch. Where I have a stream recently because I'm playing TTRPGs on the internet with my friends 3 times a week. I'm here on Sundays. Today was my first time GMing. This was so much fun. I found this one shot earlier, and I was like, "Hey, I want to run this. Thanks." So thanks for playing with me, guys. It was so much fun. I am here on Sundays. I am on Nerd Immersion's YouTube channel on Thursdays playing D&D with LB. We are doing a 5e version of the Great Mojo March. It's so much fun, and we're not doing anything we're supposed to be doing, and it's my favorite part. We go everywhere our GM doesn't want us to go. And on Saturdays, I am on GGK Game Nights with 2 Gs and Nights of the K, playing D&D 5e with my friends over there. And that's me.
Thank you very much, Alex, our Captain.
Hello, I am Alex, the Capitan this evening. OMG, it's some guy on the internets, mostly your GGK, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then here Sundays.
All right, Indoor, take it away.
Hello! If you made it this far, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer. I'm over at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. LB's there. RJ's there. Maybe Alex will be there at some point. Maybe Rachel will be there at some point. Who's to say? Only the future can tell. Consider it. That's me. DanaeKeener.com.
RJ.
I'm just a guy.
Just some guy.
Look-
No,
Looking at
I'm
a
some
girl.
guy.
Hey.
I'm just a dude about to talk to a girl. Hi everybody, I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJ282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. You can catch me in all of these places. So if you ever want to see me go live, check out Twitter. I normally retweet. It's great. It's a fun time. I shitpost a lot. DanaeKeener.com.
And I'm LB Hackemup. Thank you so much for watching tonight. The next time this channel is going to be live is on Thursday, where they're doing Themeless Thursdays. And then Laura and I will be back on Friday with more Monster Road Trip. We are thoroughly enjoying that game. We might even dress up. Will I do body paint again? Who knows? I'm usually pretty tired. We'll be back here next week with more of our Monster of the Week game. We'll be getting the mystery. We're getting close to figuring out what's happening. There's a lot of external mysteries that are going on as well, which I'm super hype about. But yeah, so many mysteries. But that's it for us for this evening. So I guess I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye.